Okay, the time is 3 o'clock. Welcome to Fargo Planning Commission. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, 3 p.m. A few announcements. Item 1, a conditional use permit to allow non-farm commercial use in AG zone, Ag zone at 2717 88th Avenue South has been withdrawn by the applicant. There will be no further action by Planning Department or Planning Commission on this item, so nothing on item 1 on the agenda. Item 8, a plat of Valley View 12th Edition located at 3900 54th Street South has been continued to July 1st, 2025 Planning Commission. There'll be no presentation on this item today. So item 1 and 8, nothing on that. Reminder, commissioners, the community and focus groups to attend the second LDC workshop, June 17th and 18th, to learn more about Fargo LDC 2026 and get a firsthand look at how the new land development code might shape future development in core neighborhoods along suburban corridors and in new subdivisions. There are 3 meeting options and times on June 17th and 18th. Visit fargoldc.org for more information. City Commission and Planning Commission will have an informal meeting scheduled informational meeting scheduled starting 11:30 a.m. Tuesday, June 17th in right here, which will be live streamed. So for the public, there's 3 options, June 17th and 18th, and for City Commission and Planning Commission, we'll be here 11:30 Tuesday, June 17th. And with that, let's go ahead and look at item A, order of agenda. Anybody have any comments, changes? If not, I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
A motion, motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Order agenda approved. Next, moving to minutes of the regular meeting of May 6th, 2025, that brought us back to the old chambers. Anybody have any changes or discussion on the minutes?
I move to approve.
And motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Moving on to public hearing items. First item again has been withdrawn. The second item is a hearing on the application requesting a plat of Dakota Commerce Center Second Edition. Luke, to present.
Afternoon, Commissioners. Luke Mormon with the Planning Department, here to present item 2 on your agenda. This is located at 3901 and 4001 48th Avenue North. If you follow my cursor on the screen, you can have some context of I-29. And we have 40th Avenue North, which is also County Highway 20. And we have the Amazon facility just to the south, the Fargo Parks softball complex, as well as the stabilization lagoons for Fargo. The applicant is requesting a minor subdivision entitled Dakota Commerce Center North Second Edition, which is a replat of lots 5 and 6, Block 1, Dakota Commerce Center North Edition. Here's more of a zoomed in aerial photograph due to the construction on 40th Avenue North and 37th Street. I'll follow my cursor on screen. These 2 are under construction, so we were unable to get site photos. However, this will give a little more context of what's going on here. 52nd Avenue North is currently gravel, and then 41st Street North is not developed yet. And these are undeveloped lots, as you can see. Zoning is LI Limited Industrial, which matches the surrounding properties. No zone changes proposed. Looking at the plat, you commissioners have received a updated plat as a laydown item today, and it just had some clarification items, and that matches the one here on screen. The applicant proposes to remove the shared lot line between the two subject lots and combine them into one property. They'll also remove the public utility easement that follows along that property line that they shared. The applicant has confirmed that there's no existing utilities, so the easement is no longer needed. There's a shared access and utility easement on the north portion, and then an existing drainage easement, which will both remain with the new plat. The overall boundaries are not changed. Staff's recommendation is on screen for approval. We have not received any inquiries in response to this project. Project representatives Brady Partika and Eddie Wolf are present to answer any questions, and that concludes staff's presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. Commissioners, any questions for Luke? No questions? Invite the applicant if you have anything to, just make sure you state your name for the record.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Eddie Wolf. I'm with Ryan Companies. I'm a Director of Development. I don't have anything else to add specifically. I just wanted to introduce myself and say that we are available for if there are any questions. And just wanted to thank Luke and the rest of the staff for your partnership through this so far. So thank you.
Commissioners, any questions? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Anybody wish to speak? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners?
I'll make a motion to approve its staff recommendations.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion at all? Okay, go ahead and take the roll.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Shuey,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Gly,
Aye.
Georgie,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Tassa,
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to 3 Alpha, 3 Bravo. Requesting a zone change and a plat of 46th Avenue. Industrial Park, Second Edition. Donald Crest.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Donald Kress of the Department of Planning and Development. We're right in the neighborhood with Luke here, whose last project was right here. So this is the proposed area of the 46th Avenue Industrial Park Second Edition. This down here is the 46th Avenue Industrial Park First Edition. And again, as Luke had pointed out, following my cursor here, the sewage lagoons here and 40th Avenue North and Amazon here as a locator. Here are some, the roads were open enough, although they were gravel roads and minimum maintenance roads, to get out and take some pictures of this here. We're on 52nd Avenue North, just as a locate. We're on this side, we're up here, 52nd Avenue North. Looking southeasterly, this is where 33rd Street will, approximately where that will come in. Now we're down on 37th, also under construction. This tree line here is this tree line here. This is the west edge of the property, and this is the north edge of the property. Then we're back around on 33rd Street, the south end of 33rd. This is looking north here. There's that same tree line again. And 33rd Street will continue north through the property. 46th Avenue is going to have an easement of half the road, right away for that road has been dedicated previously. There will be an easement for future dedication of that road if necessary. We're hoping that 48th will be the main road, but we want to keep that option for 46th open. The zoning here is currently ag. We'll hold on to that idea there. In the packet that you received, the plat was in several pages, and you also received a laydown item today of sheet 2 only. You just swap your pages out there. It added a negative access easement. It's just a minor adjustment to the plat. But at our request, the surveyor prepared this all on one sheet here. I think this is the flood overlay here, but you can see the outline of this property better. So again, 52nd Avenue, 37th, 48th, 33rd here, all the way around. The zoning is going to be a little different here. It's proposed to be an industrial area, but as you see, these are large lots. These are 30 acres. The biggest one is 30 acres. And so working with the applicant, we've determined that these lots here, Lot 1, Block 1, Lots 1 and 2, Block 2, will be rezoned to LI, Limited Industrial at this time. There is a proposal on this lot. There's actually a site plan in that's under review for this single large user here. These two lots, Lot 2, Block 1, and Lot 1, Block 3, will remain ag at this time. There is no development proposed on these areas at this time. We're always concerned that areas could get broken up, large areas like that could get broken up without being formally platted, and you get sort of miscellaneous use in there. We've had that happen before, and working with the applicant, they worked out this was, they could go along with this here. So in the future, these two lots will probably come back and be rezoned at least, and perhaps replatted as well. We did this once in Madeline's Meadows addition, where that's a residential development, but we had a large lot that was platted but stayed ag, and then a couple of years later was brought back for future development as residential. So just a way to manage our large industrial areas here, but they're platted and basically ready to go as large lots if they get a large lot user there. So there is also one more thing to look at here. There is also a subdivision waiver for block length in our subdivision regulations in the Land Development Code. There is a maximum block length of 1,320 feet, 1/4 mile. In this case, this is an industrial area. There are some findings specific to the block length waiver in your packet. This is an industrial area. These are large lots. There is access and continuity all the way around. It continues the street pattern here of on all four sides. And this is not really a pedestrian area. This is not a place, there's a lot of pedestrian connectivity. There are sidewalks on the streets, but there's not trails through here or any residential anywhere near here, really. So we can support the waiver of the block length for a situation like this. We've done that on a couple of these other large industrial lots here too in the past. So the applicant's representative, Andrew Thill of Lowry Engineering, is with us this afternoon and may wish to address the commission. Staff's recommendation for the subdivision and zone change are stated on the staff report and shown on the screen. And this concludes staff's presentation on 46th Avenue Industrial Park, second edition. Thank you.
Thanks, Donald. Commissioners, any question for Donald?
I just have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Even though this is industrial with large lots, there are sidewalks along the streets?
There would be sidewalks.
Will be?
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be sidewalks as well as larger shared use paths on one of the side of the streets as well.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, invite the applicant up.
Good afternoon. I am Andrew Thill with Lowry Engineering representing the owner. I don't think I have anything specific to say, but if there are questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Any questions, commissioners? Okay, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and open up hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close the public hearing. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
Move to accept staff findings.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Go ahead and take the roll.
Gly,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Georgry,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Shuey,
Aye.
Tassif.
Aye. Motion passes. Moving on to item number 4 with Donald, hearing on an application requesting a vacation plat of North 8120 Second Subdivision.
Yes, ma'am. So still in the same neighborhood here. This area here is an industrial area that is currently outside of the city limits. You may recall at the May meeting, Mr. Williams, our Assistant Director, presented this annexation area to have your commission find the proposed annexation consistent with the Growth Plan 2024. And that annexation is now moving forward. It'll go to the City Commission for final hearing on June 23rd. So that's overall what's happening in this area. As you see this street here, this is 50th Avenue North and 43rd Street North. These will no longer be necessary as this area is being developed. 41st which will be developed in the near future, will provide access. And 81, Highway 81 here does already provide access. You see on here that this is a sharply straight-lined right-of-way. Actually, the right-of-way is not so well defined on the actual property here. Here you're standing on US 81, looking along the 50th Avenue right-of-way, which is in here somewhere. It's not marked on the property. The second photo here is where it's turning south, and then this is looking northward along 43rd Street. That is, you're standing here and looking this way. And then just turning around, here's 48th Street, as Mr. Mormon commented, is under construction here. And this is going all the way from Highway 81 all the way up to 37th Street, and then beyond that as well into the previous subdivision that we talked about. The zoning here is limited industrial. Doesn't really affect the vacation right-of-way. And the vacation plat looks like this. Again, this right-of-way gets vacated. And in your packet, there's also a second sheet that is looks fairly complicated, but all it is it breaks down which lots get which piece of the right-of-way. Basically, the right-of-way breaks down half and half between the adjacent properties. But on 50th Avenue, this was largely dedicated when this lot was platted. So most of this area will go to the adjacent lot to the north. So there's our surveyor. This is a city-initiated vacation. Our surveyor, Brent Watcha, created a second exhibit sheet there that just clarifies that. And that gets recorded. That's part of the plat that gets recorded along with the plat. There are no utilities within this lot. Once this is done, some of these lots are under common ownership, and they will be just consolidated for tax purposes through that process through our assessor's office. And our recommended motion here is stated in the staff report and shown on the screen. The city is the applicant, so if you have any questions, you can ask myself or Mark or Nathan here. And we have Mark and Nathan worked with these property owners in setting up this vacation, and there'll be signatories on the plat as well. So by the time it goes to City Commission, they'll have reviewed this again and signed it. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Any questions for Donald?
One, Donald, lots 7 through 12 that'll have the access off of 81, is that already their existing access? Right?
Yeah, their lots will be consolidated, and they'll only get one access off that. I don't know. Okay, yeah. That's part of being able to consolidate these and limit the number of accesses.
Any other questions for Donald? As the presenter or applicant? Okay. Seeing none? No? We got, okay, let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Anybody wish to speak? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners?
I move to approve the motion of the staff report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, go ahead and take the roll.
Betloff,
Aye.
Georgiou,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Glai,
Aye.
Shuey,
Aye.
Pass,
Aye.
Tassa.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Donald. Moving on to item number 5, hearing on an application requesting a plat of Old Broadway Edition with Megan.
Good afternoon, Chair and Commissioners. Switching gears here, we're a little bit south. We're in the downtown area, just a couple of blocks away. So this is an application for a minor subdivision. It's located at 10A, 14, 16, and 22 Broadway North. So it's just on the west side of Broadway and just on the south side of NP Avenue North, and it's right next door to where the NP ramp or the Avery project is being constructed right now. This is a plat of a portion of the northwest quarter of Section 7, Township 139 North, Range 48 West. So these are three parcels that have not been platted before that are being platted into one lot. They're all owned by the same ownership group. Images of the site here. So number one, if you can see my cursor in the bottom left, is a photo looking north on Broadway. So you can see the businesses. The next one on the upper right is looking kind of back towards the property. So looking back in, if you were standing at number 2 and looking a little bit towards NP, business on NP Avenue. And then from the south side of the subject that we're talking about today, looking to the north. So this is a private alley. And then you can see the project under construction here to the left. This is in the downtown, the DMU mixed-use zoning district. So all of our downtown is zoned DMU. So up on your screen is the plat. So you can see the properties here that are being platted into one lot, and then it extends further south. This is a minor subdivision, so really nothing is changing here. There's no right-of-way dedications or anything like that. In your packet, you'll see some additional exhibits. There are a number of easements that exist that are kind of stacked on top of each other, so they're separate exhibits to just show those easements. Staff's recommendation is up on the screen. Patrick Johansson from Houston Engineering is here if you have any questions. And that concludes staff's presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. Commissioners, any question for Megan? Seeing none? Does the applicant have anything to add?
I'm Patrick Johannek with Houston Engineering, representing the owner. I have nothing further to add, but I can answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Commissioners have any questions? Okay. No questions. Thank you. Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Anybody wish to speak? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners,
I'll make a motion to approve recommendation of staff findings.
we have a
Second.
motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Go ahead and take the roll.
Georgie,
Aye.
Hass,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Shui,
Aye.
Glide,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Tassa.
Aye, motion carries. Moving right along. Number 6, hearing on an application requesting of a plat of Berry's Edition. Donald, back up to present.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. So moving west down the railroad from Megan's case here. This is Berry subdivision. This is in the Bruhala area, part of the Bruhala subdivision. Here's Bruhala here, First Avenue North, Main Avenue, the railroad here, of course. And as you are probably familiar with this property, there are several businesses and uses located on this Lot 2 of Bruhala Edition. This is a replat of that lot. I'll do the plat first here so you can see this, just going back to the aerial photo. You see there are several buildings here. And so the proposal here is to just draw lines between these buildings, basically, and to separate them all into individual lots, the uses and ownerships all into individual lots. So it looks about like this. This would be on Lot 1. This is a private residence here. Here's looking along First Avenue. This is Empower, and then this is Rail Yard and the office furniture business there. This building will be on Lot 3. This building will be on Lot 2. And then this is the back part. The railroad is back here. This is some warehousing and also Drecker Brewing, and they'll be on Lot 4, which is that big lot on the back here. So it's just drawing lines between all these. The applicant will be updating this plat to show the appropriate easements for shared access and utilities for all these businesses. So this is in a PUD, a planned unit development that was created earlier, as is stated in your staff report. The zoning is not changing. We've reevaluated this proposal against the existing PUD, and no changes need to be made to the PUD. The uses themselves are not changing. I believe they're just, the applicant is doing this because they're going to maybe change some ownership on this. Kevin Bartram of MBA is our applicant this afternoon. He's with us and they wish to address the commission. Again, here the zoning is GC with a planned unit development, general commercial. And all these uses are allowed by that PUD. And so recommended motion is stated in your staff report and shown on the screen for Berry's Edition. Thank you.
Thanks, Donald. Commissioners, any questions for Donald? No questions? I'll go ahead and invite the applicant up. Do we have questions for the applicant? No questions. Okay, let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners?
I'll move approval.
We have a-
Second.
And a second. Any discussion on the motion? That you were, no. Let's go ahead and take the roll.
Cecil,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Shui,
Aye.
Glai,
Aye.
Hass,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Georgie,
Aye.
Tassett.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Donald. Moving on to number 7 with Chelsea, hearing on an application requesting a zone change from SR2 single dwelling residential to PI public institution with a conditional overlay at Prairie Crossing Addition.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Chelsea Leverson with the Department of Planning. Agenda item 7 is a request for a zone change on Lot 21, Block 12, Prairie Crossing Addition. The subject property is located at 3910 25th Street South. It is right on the corner of 25th Street South and 40th Avenue South. It is the old location of Capstone Classical Academy. Here are a couple photos of the property. The top picture is facing northeast from the corner of 25th Street and 40th Avenue South. And the bottom picture is facing east from the site entrance along 25th Street. One of Growing Together Community Gardens is also located on this property right here. The subject property is currently zoned SR2, single dwelling residential, and the applicant is requesting a zone change to PI, public and institutional, with a conditional overlay. The applicant, Memory Cafe, is a nonprofit organization that provides education, programs, and support at no cost to individuals living with memory loss. They have outgrown their current space in North Fargo and are looking to relocate to the subject property. The current SR2 zoning district does allow community service uses with a conditional use permit. But since Memory Cafe would be obtaining the entire property, they have chosen to rezone to PI, allowing the community service use by right and eliminating the need for a CUP. The conditional overlay will limit future land uses to protect the integrity of the surrounding residential neighborhoods, and the prohibited uses are listed under item 2, shown on your screen. Staff has received 3 inquiries, one since the publication of your packet. All voiced no concerns with the proposed use or the zone change. Staff's recommendation is for approval, as stated on your screen and shown in your staff report. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Deb, the co-founder of Memory Cafe, is here and would like to address the commission. Thank you. That concludes staff's presentation.
Thank you, Chelsea. Commissioners, any questions for Chelsea? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and invite the applicant. Thanks, Chelsea.
Good afternoon. My name is Deb Call. I'm one of the co-founders of Memory Cafe of the Red River Valley and the Director of Community Outreach. And I appreciate the opportunity to share just a few words about Memory Cafe and what we do and why we're doing it. We just left a conference at the Holiday Inn. We have an annual Redefining Memory Loss conference. There are 500 people at that conference at the Holiday Inn right now. And the reason for that is because memory loss, typically caused by Alzheimer's disease or related dementia, is such a common problem, and it's growing more and more all the time. And so we now have 500 people at the Holiday Inn packing the house, eager to learn and to receive support and to gain a sense of community with this problem that they're having as an individual or as a family or as a community of caregivers. We have a lot of the skilled nursing facilities and assisted living facilities who are represented at that conference. So the impact of memory loss on families and individuals is huge. Some of you are maybe, if asked anybody to raise your hand, if you've been impacted or know somebody impacted by memory loss, we'd probably all raise our hands. It's a very common problem, and it can be devastating most of the time because people end up feeling so isolated. People who love them, know them best, oftentimes start staying away. And it's not because we're bad people, it's because we just don't know how to interact positively and respectfully with people who are progressing in this disease. And so what Memory Cafe does, and we are privileged to do, and we take great delight in doing, is educating the public, educating the community, educating families and people living with this disease on how to live well with this disease, because we know it's possible. We've been around for 8 years now, and we are seeing people one after another saying, wow, this is a lifeline. I don't know what we would have done without Memory Cafe and the community that we have here. So our participation level is going through the roof. Our support level for Giving Hearts Day, we were the first in a small budget category in fundraising again this year, second year in a row. And we don't even know all of the people who are donating to Memory Cafe and supporting our mission, because there are so many people living with this disease. So we count it a real privilege to serve the community, to have this opportunity to educate all of you, so that if you have somebody that you maybe know who's living with memory loss or developing memory loss, you know that we exist and that we take great pleasure in doing what we do. And we would welcome any of your loved ones, anybody that you might know or come across, to come and visit, see what we do. We meet 3 times every week. Average attendance is about 100 to 150 people now. So we had 6,000 people attend Memory Cafe events last year. Those are all not unique individuals. Many of them come every time. They come 3 times a week. So they're not unique individuals. They are people that are coming. We had an attendance participation level of 6,000 last year. So we are really growing because the need is great. And again, thank you for supporting our mission and what we do, and come visit us anytime. We'd love to have you. So is it okay to ask for questions?
Yeah. Anybody
I told
have any-
Chelsea I wouldn't speak for 2 hours. So yeah.
When you're passionate, right? Any questions for the applicant, commissioners? Okay, well, sorry we took you away from your conference.
It's okay. We'll go back.
Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners,
I move to approve with motion of the staff report.
we have a motion
Second.
and we have a second. Any discussion on the motion? Go ahead and take the roll.
Mose,
Aye.
Georgry,
Aye.
Shuey,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Gly,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
Tassett.
Aye, motion carries. Item 8, again, is continued to July 1st. Moving on to item 9, hearing on an application request of a plat of Family Healthcare Center Edition. Alana, did I say that right?
Elena.
Elena.
Yeah, Elena Espeseth with the Planning Department. Today we're presenting agenda item number 9, Family Healthcare Center Edition. This is a minor subdivision. We are located here at 301 to 313 NP Avenue North. For reference, here's Northern Pacific Avenue, 3rd Street, and just north, we're here at City Hall currently. The image on the left is taken looking northwest at the subject property from the intersection of NP Avenue and 3rd Street North. The bottom image was taken looking northeast at the subject property from NP Avenue North. The image on the left was taken from the back alley looking southeast at the subject property. All of these buildings. And the image on the right was taken looking at the ADA ramp for that is encroaching onto the right-of-way. Sorry, there is, the applicant is working with city staff on an encroachment agreement. The subject property is zone DMU and no zone changes proposed. So the applicant is seeking a minor subdivision to combine 7 underlying lots into 1 lot, 1 block. All of these original lots were platted in 1882 as Keeney and DeWitt's addition. Since then, some of these lots have been deed combined, which is a method that some landowners use for consolidating tax information on properties. Note that this is not, these are not platted lots. These all have existing structures on them that are occupied by the Family Health Care Center. And they are bringing this project to us today with a proposal to add passageways to combine the structures. So the replat for one lot, one block is so that the structures are not crossing lot lines. To date, staff has received one inquiry since your packets were published with no noted concern. Dustin Buchholz is here from Houston Engineering to answer any questions you might have. Staff's recommendation is for approval as stated in the staff report and shown on your screen. Thank you, commissioners, and that concludes staff's presentation.
Thanks, Elena. Is that right, Elena?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions for Elena? Seeing none. Applicant? Do we have any questions for the applicant, commissioners? Man, you're making this really easy. We're gonna hit a timer today. Okay, no questions? Let's go ahead and open up public hearing. Anybody wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, let's go ahead and close public hearing. Commissioners? What are your wishes?
Move to approve based on staff recommendation.
Oh,
Motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion?
just a historical comment here that this is a whole series of 25-foot lots because originally all of downtown was subdivided into 25-foot wide lots. This is the remnant of that original division of lots downtown.
Awesome. And no discussion, go ahead and take the roll.
Betlock.
Aye.
Glei.
Aye.
Jordry.
Aye.
Shui.
Aye.
Stoffren.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Mose.
Aye.
Cecil.
Aye.
Rosenberg.
Aye.
Tassa.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to Delta One, annexation of 49.91 acres of a portion of the west half of northwest corner, section 14, township 140 north, range 49 west. I feel like I'm giving like grid coordinates or something. Of the 5th principal meridian, Cass County, North Dakota.
Just so something doesn't start coming in on us there, ma'am. That's all I worry about. Calling it in. Thank you, Commissioners. Donald Kress again from the Planning Department. This is an annexation, if this property looks familiar from a few minutes ago. This is going to be part of the 46th Avenue Industrial Park Second Edition that your commission just recommended approval for. This portion of the property is not in the city. It's an island. Property was annexed around it. It was just out there by itself within our ETJ. But as part of this overall project is the owner-initiated annexation. This was go along procedurally. This goes along with the plat. It follows a slightly different path, but they end up with the city commission together. So by the time the plat is approved, this property would be within the city limits. Just going forward here, same picture from last time here. Just looking, it's currently farmed. There's that tree line again, 37th Avenue North, 52nd Avenue North on the north side. The zoning here is ag. It will be rezoned pursuant to the 46th Avenue Industrial Park Second Edition. This is Lot 1. Lot 1 will actually go to about here, so this will be entirely included in Lot 1. As you saw in the photographs, there are no other businesses or residences or any other development on this property. Here's the annexation plat for it, as the chair stated, 49.91 acres. This is before your commission in order that your commission will hopefully find this to be consistent with Fargo Growth Plan 2024. There is in your staff report, it's described how staff feels that it is consistent with that growth plan. The applicant, again, Andrew Thill of Lowry Engineering, is with us this afternoon and may wish to address the commission. Other than that, our staff recommendation is stated on the screen and on the staff report too. Thank you, Commissioners. That concludes staff's presentation.
Thanks, Donald. Commissioners, any questions for Donald? No? Okay, I don't think I have to open up hearing, right?
It's not a public hearing, ma'am. That's,
Just, you just want roll, right?
you make a
motion and
motion.
a
Yeah,
roll
yes,
call-
ma'am.
yep.
It's formal. It's a
Okay.
roll call vote. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do I have a motion?
So move to approve.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Go ahead and take the roll.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Glide,
Aye.
Mose,
Aye.
Shui,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Betlock,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Stofford,
Aye.
Tassau.
Aye, motion carries. I think we just hit a record for 7 items in 40 minutes. Just a reminder for Planning Commission informational meeting, 11 Thursday, Tuesday, June 17th. Hope to see you there. Thanks for coming. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.